Imagine the bakery in your house is the only place on planet Earth that knows how to bake bread. Not Apple, not Nvidia, not even the Pentagon knows how to bake this bread. They just buy the finished loaf. Meet ASML, the one monopolist on Earth the White House forbids from selling its ovens to China under threat of instant sanctions. One company, one tiny Dutch town, and the entire future of global technology sits inside its ovens. This is the story of the machine nobody can copy, and the ruthless fight over who gets to use it.
Subscribe!
Every advanced microchip on Earth starts the exact same way, with light bounced off mirrors, carving patterns smaller than a virus. That process is called EUV lithography, and ASML is the only company that has ever mastered it. Not the best at it, the only one, full stop. Intel tried, Japan tried, the Soviets tried decades ago and completely gave up. ASML's light source burns at a wavelength so extreme it gets absorbed by literally ordinary air, including ordinary air. So the whole process happens in an absolute vacuum, using mirrors so impossibly smooth that scaled up to the size of Germany, the biggest bump would be 1 millimeter tall. Each machine takes over 100,000 parts, shipped in 40 freight containers, and assembled on-site over months. Each unit costs more than $200 million, and there's a waiting list like it's a Birkin bag for billion-dollar tech giants. TSMC, Samsung, Intel, they all buy from the exact same single supplier, with zero leverage to negotiate. It's the ultimate seller's market. Imagine being the only bakery in a city where everyone needs bread to survive. But here's the plot twist nobody saw coming. ASML didn't get here by inventing everything alone. It's a powerhouse built almost entirely on outsourcing its genius to elite specialists across the globe. The lasers come from Germany. The mirrors come from ZEISS, a company that polishes glass to atomic-level smoothness. ASML's real superpower isn't manufacturing. It's conducting an orchestra of impossible suppliers and forcing them to play in perfect sync. That's the boring secret at the heart of the entire tech world. Nobody builds anything alone anymore. It's a supply chain so fragile and so specialized that one company in a quiet Dutch village can single-handedly control the fate of empires. And once you realize that, the bakery metaphor stops being funny and starts being absolutely terrifying. Because whoever controls the oven controls who gets to eat. Washington took one look at this Dutch company and hit a panic button. America does not control the chip supply chain. The Netherlands does. And the Netherlands is a tiny country that generally prefers not to piss anyone off. So the US did what empires always do. It asked nicely and then applied maximum pressure. In 2023, under brutal diplomatic weight from Washington, the Dutch government banned ASML from selling its top-tier machines to China. China was livid. This is the equivalent of being told you can buy the oven, but never the recipe. So China poured billions of dollars into building its own EUV machine from dead scratch. Years later, they still haven't cracked it. Because EUV isn't just one invention, it's thousands of tiny miracles stacked on top of each other. Meanwhile, older ASML machines, just one generation behind, were technically still allowed to be sold, creating a wild gray market. Chinese chipmakers started stockpiling those older machines like people hoarding toilet paper in 2020, just in case the door slams shut forever. And ASML found itself stuck in the most uncomfortable position in corporate history, trapped between its biggest client and its most dangerous political ally. And watching that shrink is like watching your best customer get banned from your own store. Because in this new era, a lithography machine isn't just a tool anymore. It's a weapon that just happens to make smartphones instead of missiles. Here's the bigger game everyone is missing. This was never really about machines. It's about who controls the next 50 years of computing power. and by extension, military dominance, and by extension, everything. AI models, fighter jets, satellites, even your smart fridge, all of it traces back to a chip only ASML's tools can forge. The US is playing a cold game of denial. Keep the most advanced tech out of rival hands as long as humanly possible. China is playing an even longer game. Build the entire domestic supply chain, no matter how many decades or trillions it takes. It's less a chess match and more a game of Monopoly played over generations, where the winning move is simply refusing to run out of houses. And the Netherlands? It's the tiny player holding the dice, trying not to get crushed between two massive juggernauts. So next time someone casually tells you, just build your own chips, remember, it's not that simple. It never was. And it all starts in one Dutch bakery nobody noticed. ASML doesn't run ads. It doesn't need to. It just quietly decides who gets to compete in the 21st century. So here's the ultimate question. Should one small country really hold this much leverage over global technology? Or is that exactly how the game was designed to be played? Drop your thoughts below, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.